Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn about forest resources, its uses, overexploitation, and several things. This is our third lecture of ESDM 231, that is Environmental Studies and Disaster Management. This is Professor Srikant Karnewar from College of Agriculture, Baramati. In this session, we will discuss about forest resources, what are its uses, overexploitation, deforestation, and timber extraction. So let us start with what is exactly meant by forest. If you look at the history of this word came from foris, F-O-R-I-S. It is actually a Latin word. Foris means what? It means outside. Forests are one of the most important natural resources which are present on the earth. If you look at the actual present situation of forest in India, it covers overall 21.02% of the country's geographical area. It is about 6,90,899 square kilometer. As far as this definition of forest is concerned, forest means a land which is more than a hectare with a tree canopy density of more than 10%. Only in that case we can term it as a forest. Now let us start with our actual lecture, that is ecological importance or uses of forest. If you look at this picture tells us about it is just kind of lungs of human body. Lungs means it regulates our process of oxygen uptake. Similar to that, this forest plays a crucial role in regulation of global climate, temperature, as forest cover absorb the solar radiation that reflect back into the atmosphere. There are several functions of the forest. In this lecture, we are going to learn about what are the importance of forest. We can categorize these importance of this forest into two parts, that is ecological importance and its commercial importance. So these are all about ecological importance. Another importance of this forest is it reduces the global warming. In this photograph, what you have observed that it's earth, and due to the rise in temperature, there may be the changes into the earth takes place. What happens here, the main greenhouse gas, that is carbon dioxide, it is used by the forest for the process of photosynthesis, and these forest reduces the greenhouse effect which caused due to carbon dioxide. Another importance of forest is soil improvement. The fertility of the soil increases due to the humus which is formed by the decay of the forest litter. Whatever the animals present into the forest, and due to the decaying of organic matter, so it is converted into the biofertilizer. It plays a major role in the improving the fertility of the soil. Another importance, that is control of climate. Transpiration of plants increases the atmospheric humidity, which affects the rainfall and cools down the temperature of earth. Here in this photograph, you may easily note that how it controls the temperature or climate onto the earth. Another importance of the forest is production of oxygen. During the photosynthesis process, you might have learned in our last year's crop physiology that it releases oxygen, a very important gas for human survival. Thereby, it is also called as lungs of the earth. You might have heard about Amazon forest. So they are called as lungs of the earth. Why these are called as lungs of earth? Because they are going to produce oxygen and which is utilized by human being. Another importance of forest is conservation of soil. They prevent soil erosion by binding the soil particles tightly into their roots, They also reduces the velocity of wind and rain, which are the chief agents of causing erosion. Consider that if there is no forest, what will happen? The soil particles they will not be in no intact position. That's why it results into the soil erosion. Another importance is that it absorbs the air pollutant due to the man-made activities, overgrowing population, industrialization, several toxic gases which are present into the air. These forests helps to absorb such kinds of air pollutants and thereby purify the air. Another importance of forest is absorption of the noise. Most of the cases, these forest cover absorb the noise and helps to preventing the noise pollution if these are present near the vicinity of populated area. These are having also major role in the control of water flow. The forest act as a giant sponge. Their behavior is worked as a sponge. If they are present onto the earth's surface, whenever there is a rainfall occurs, they can absorb the rainfall and hold the water, and it recharges into the groundwater. In this way, it also controls the water flow also. Another importance, that is regulation of hydrological cycle. Watershed in the forest, these are act like a giant sponge which absorb the rainfall, slow down the rainfall and slowly releases the water recharge of the springs. In this way, they are having also a major role in hydrological cycle. Of course, as already we discussed that almost around 21% of the earth of Indian earth, it is occupied by the forest. As it is occupied by the forest, it gives fodder, it gives shelter to the flora, fauna, various species of plants, animals, birds, and they also protect such kinds of habitat. Now, let us discuss about commercial importance of the forest. There are wide commercially important species which are found into the forest, but we can categorize into three parts, that is timber production, fuel oil production and raw material for wood based industries. Timber means what? The wood which is used for commercial purposes. For example, for making furnitures, other items like boards, bridges and other day-to-day uses. Fuel wood means what? The wood which is used as a fuel for cooking and other purposes by the tribal people or the peoples who are living in the forest area. Raw material for wood based industries. Forests provide raw material for various wood based industries like paper, pulps, boards, goods, furnitures. So these are the industries which are totally dependent upon the forest wood. Another commercial importance is that it is also a rich source of foods. Fruits, roots, leaves of important plants and trees, along with the meat which is produced by the forest animals, it provides the food for the tribal people. Another uses, that is like they also have a rich source of resins, gums, oils, medicine, honey, and which is provided by the forest. If you will continue the use of this forest, that means over exploitation of the forest, so it will results, or just look at the what are the different causes of over exploitation of the forest. That is increasing in agriculture production, increasing industrial activity, increase the demand of food resources, effects of over exploitation of the forest. Migration of the farmers, environmental damage, tropical forest and destroyed, flora and fauna of which is comes under endangered species, marine population it also disappears. So these are the causes of over exploitation of the forest. That means if we are looking towards the forest as a source of its commercial income, so definitely it will results into the over exploitation of the forest. Due to the over exploitation of the forest, migration of the farmers, environmental damage, tropical forest may be destroyed, flora and fauna which comes under the endangered species or it may be vanished after few times, and marine population also disappears. So these are effects of over exploitation of the forest. Now deforestation. Deforestation means what? It is nothing but removal of the forest or cutting of the forest trees, which occurs around the world. India is not an exceptional one, but this deforestation occurs around the world. Mainly tropical rainforest is targeted. In last year you might have learned about Amazon forest fires or such kinds of evidences. It results into the deforestation. Causes of deforestation, it may be natural, it may be artificial also. Common methods of deforestation are burning of the trees and clear cutting. Deforestation, which includes conversion of forest lands to farms, it reaches or urban use. What are some other common reasons that are to make more land available for housing? That is, we can call it as urbanization. To harvest timber to create commercial items like paper, furniture and homes. To create ingredients that are highly priced consumers items such as oil, palm or other trees. It is also useful for the creation of rooms for cattle raising. So these are the common reasons of deforestation. Deforestation is considered to be one of the contributing factor to global climate change. Number one problem which is caused by deforestation is the impact on global carbon cycle. Gas molecules that absorb the thermal radiation, these are called as greenhouse gases. In next few lecture we will discuss about greenhouse gases. If greenhouse gases are in large enough quantity, they can force climate change, as we discussed in our previous part of this presentation, that is impact or uses of forest. So these are the major causes of deforestation. This is just, you may say, the summary of causes of deforestation, that is population explosion, forest fires. So these are the examples of population explosion. In this photograph you might have observed that here the population explosion is taking place. In this photograph you might have observed that forest fires, it may be due to the artificial or it may be natural forest fires. In densely populated forest, trees, it may catch up the fire by heat produced by the constant rubbing against each other, that we can call as natural fires. Human activities like cleaning of the forest for habitation, for agriculture purpose, for firewood construction, so it results into the deforestation. Another cause of deforestation, that is grazing of animals. Another most important causes of deforestation, it is due to pest attack. Forest pests like insects, they destroy tree by eating up leaves, boring into shoots and by spreading the disease. Another one, that is natural forces. Say for example flood occurs or storms or snow, lightning, landslides, it results into the damage of the forests. So if forests are not there, so what we learned in previous part, that what are the importance of the forest. If the forests are not there, that means deforestation is there. So it will be exactly opposite to the uses of the forest. That will comes under the effects of deforestation. In large scale, deforestation has many far-reaching consequences. For example, if the main function of the forest is habitat protection, here what will be the consequences of the deforestation? That is habitat destruction, increased in the soil erosion due to reduction of the vegetation cover, reduction in oxygen liberated by the plants through photosynthesis, increase in the pollution due to burning of the wood, due to reduction in the carbon dioxide fixation by the plant, decrease in availability of forest products, loss of cultural diversity, loss of biodiversity, scarcity of the fuel wood. So all these are the effects of deforestation. In summary, so these are exactly opposite with the causes of, or exactly opposite with the uses of forest. Now come to the point, that is afforestation. As deforestation means removal of the trees, afforestation means plantation of the trees. So, for example, if there is a timber extraction, take an example that if the case of timber extraction, let us consider what are the uses of timbers. These are used as a wood, as a fuel, pulp and paper for the industries, and from some educational institutes. It is also useful for furniture, construction of the railways, boats, roads, etc. What are the effects of this timber? It results into the causes of deforestation, losses of fertility, biodiversity, soil erosion, landslides, loss of tribal culture, reduction in the thickness of the forest. If we will continuously use this timber, it will result into all these things, that is deforestation, loss of fertility, biodiversity, then soil erosion, loss of tribal culture, and reduction in the thickness of the forest. Another concept, that is the mining. Mining means what? Process of extracting mineral resources from the forest. Mining in the forest leads to the removal of vegetation. Here, these are the photographs which gives us idea about what is exactly happening in the process of mining. Here, there is a loss of vegetation for the extraction of a particular element from the lower part of the earth's surface. Another concept, that is dams and their effects on forest and tribal people. Dams, so these are the massive artificial structure which is built up across the river to store the water. So whenever there is a construction of the dam, it leads to the destruction of vast area of forest. It leads to the displacement of local people. At present, India has now more than 600 larger dams. In Maharashtra, there is a presence of more than 600 dams. Afterwards, Madhya Pradesh is having 130 dams, Gujarat is having 250 dams, and Tamil Nadu is having 114 dams. If we will construct these dams, so what will be the effect of this dam on the forest? Most of the cases, these dams, they reduces the area which was under the forest condition. Dams constitute a major direct and indirect catchment area of the forest losses. Where there is interest to generate the electricity, so it also leads to the loss of the forest when such kinds of dams which are located inside of the forest. It leads, as there is no vegetation, so definitely it will leads into the killing of the wild animals and aquatic life. Based agricultural soils flooded by the reservoir changes which occurs into the environment. Wherever there is a presence of flora and fauna, it begins to disappear. Also, wherever there is a hydroelectric projects which are present into such kinds of dam, it leads to the spread of the water and it leads to the spreading of the diseases. It may reduces the quality of the soil salinization may occur, loss of vegetation may occur, but if we look at the effects of this dam on tribal peoples, the impact of large dams which affect onto the lifestyle of the tribal peoples. Almost 40% of this displaced by the dams belonging to the scheduled tribes and 20% belonging to the scheduled castes. So while construction of these dams, there is a requirement of rehabilitation process. So that rehabilitation process, it requires several years and it leads into the loss of such kinds of tribal peoples. In another way, the standard of living of these tribal people may be increased due to the construction of the dam, because sometimes they are getting lot of compensation from the government while transferring their habitat from forest to another location. Almost this is all about importance of the forest, then uses of forest, then effects of dams, that is advantages, disadvantages, timber extraction, its causes, effects, then deforestation, its causes, effects. So all this is about today's lecture. Thank you for watching this video clip. Try to prepare assignment on uses of forest, then causes of deforestation and effects of deforestation. Next assignment would be advantages and disadvantages of dams, and last one, that is write a short note on timber extraction. Thank you very much.